Hey, good morning. Welcome to my live stream. I appreciate everybody for joining me on this Sunshine Shoulders Sunday morning in the Philippines. I see NTZ is in the house. Cal Deadman, Ingram Davis. Thank you guys for everything y'all do to keep this chat room safe and respectable. Mike D's on here, Smoky Mountain Modeler. I've got a shout out for you, Sam Champion. I got this shirt on today. They're going to talk about it, but they don't realize simple stuff like this over here in the Philippines is worth $1 million when you don't have it. What's going on, Luis Martinez? Thanks for joining me today, man. Man, I got a lot to talk about, I promise, man. We got a whole list of stuff. Because I'm listening to my subscribers. Smoky Mountain Model, Levon White, what's going on? Yeah, I've been fooled, and it probably won't be the last time. Those 4 women that I interviewed, all 4 of them have been corrupted. Hold on, guys. Let me see if it's my water, people. Honey, do we need water? Who's my Harry? Wait. No, it's okay. It's my water, people. But yeah, 3 of them have brand new motorcycles right now, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit today. And I'm getting a video together about bringing the Western mindset over here. I know what I'm going to talk about. I just haven't got a good enough title yet to explain it. Yeah, Derek Casanaras, he got a message on his Facebook page. I made an announcement on my Facebook, my private Facebook page, that, I'm going to start cleaning that list up, because now this is my second time making the announcement. Women are approaching the foreigners on there, asking for money, asking for favors. It's really embarrassing, really, man. And it's just something that I won't tolerate. So I'm going to go through and clean up. I'm going to take just about every Filipino off there on my private. If they want to contact me through Sunshine Shoulders. I'm going to keep people like Chriselle, Sebastian, those types that don't do that kind of stuff. Okay, we got enough people on here. Thank y'all for joining me. First thing, man, I got some great news today. As soon as I opened up the Manila Times, what was looking at me is the head of the IATF, this COVID czar. He assures the Filipino public that they will reach herd immunity by the end of the year. Now, this was in response to a UK think tank that said the Philippines is going to be one of the last countries in Asia to reach herd immunity. They're talking about the latter part of 23, maybe 24, but he said no. He says on June the 22nd, they inoculated 223,000 people. He says they're ready to open up 5,000 more vaccination centers around the country. And they've received 16 million doses since February. He said he guarantees it. He's going out on a limb. So, man, that's great news to wake up to, man. I'm going to tell you. Hey, Curtis, he says, what's up, Calvin? I got a total of 12 people in the house watching you. Are y'all in New York, Curtis? He's got that 80-inch screen TV. Hey, Jerome Smart, what's going on? So, yeah, man, that looks good, man. I hope that they're able to get that herd immunity, man. I'm going to tell you something. Man, that would be great to a lot of you guys listening and to me. The next thing I want to talk about is, man, if you go on my community page, you're going to see Ricky, man. We bought him his own pedicab, fully licensed with the placard and everything. Everything set to go, 7,500 pesos. It's changed his life, man. I had a low bat on my phone. I could not film him riding away, man. This is a changed man. We have changed his life, guys. I promise you, he will never go back to the streets. Now, how big is this? How big is it for somebody like him to own his own pedicab, man. It's like it's a business over here, man. It's like, he's a career pedicab driver, and most of those guys, they never ever own their pedicab. They rent, and it's very expensive. It's very stressful because they have to pay that bounty every day, and most of them, man, they very seldom make a little bit over the bounty. All right, they're the low man on the totem pole. So, man, we've given him hope. But see, the good thing about this story is it was his idea. Friday, when we went over there and bought them some more stuff, because I'm gonna go by there later on today, and I'll post a video tomorrow. You could see the change in his eyes then, but then he told my girlfriend, he says, hey, I want to go back to work. He said, but I want to own my own tricycle. He said he knew somebody that was selling one for $4,000, but he couldn't find it. So we went to the actual place that he was leasing from, and they had one, man. I mean, it's big news, man. I'm excited about it. And this is what Sunshine Shoulders does. A lot of people put under there, your teacher man to fish. Yeah, but this was actually his idea. He doesn't want to just lay around. He wants to provide for his family, man. And I'm telling you something. It really touched me, man. I said, this is what it's all about. And thank everybody that got involved with that. Yeah, he's got his own pedicab, man. That's big time. We went to that place. It was like going to a used car lot in America. It's really what it's like. They had real nice ones then. We got him something that, we didn't want to pay $15,000 or $25,000 for him a pedicab when he's never had one before. Kind of, but he said, hey, I'm going to fix it up. We don't have to spend any more on the pedicab. He said he's going to buy new tires for it, man. I'm going to tell you, he's changed. I want to shout out Sam Champion, not only for this shirt, but a couple of things he put in that box that I tell you guys about all the time. Look at this big bottle of vino that he sent me in that Ballot buying box. Look at it good, because you can't buy this over here. If you did, it probably cost you $50, because the one that's half the size, it costs almost 1,000 pesos here in San Carlos City. Just a small one. He sent me this, man. So when you come here, you better bring you some good lotion, some good sunscreen, or it's going to expose you, man. And then you're going to have to pay out of your pocket. He also sent me this. People always asking me about grits over here. You're going to find corn grits, but you're not going to find these type of grits over here. So if you like this stuff, which I do, I like it with my eggs and bacon, but I put sugar in mine. And that's another argument Americans have. Do you put sugar and butter, or do you put gravy on your grits, or whatever it is, salt? Hey, thanks, Corman FMF, for that super sticker. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we set Ricky on a course that's going somewhere, man. I promise you, I'm going to check in on him about once a month, but we don't have him to worry about anymore. If you'd have saw how proud he was on that bike, man, I had a low back, man. I didn't have nothing, because we was out with him all day looking for this thing. You would have saw the look on his face. But I want to thank everybody, man, for that. Hey, Eric Terry, what's going on? Somebody asked me about, did I know anything about the Mindoro area? Well, today in the paper that Occidental Mindoro, because they've got Occidental and Oriental. This Occidental, man, if you're going there, you better be careful. It's the brownout capital of the world, of the Philippines, I mean. And today they had a big article in there. It's, it says 3 to 5 hours. Some start at 8 p.m. and last until the morning. People are complaining. That's why it's very important you research the place you plan to visit in the Philippines, man. Hey, Freddie Sanders, thanks for that super chat. He said, much love for you, brother. Can you find good bacon there? Absolutely. In the pack. But I tell you how you can make your own bacon over, Freddie. Buy the strips of pork belly and then tell your girlfriend to marinate it overnight in, soy sauce, in the little, her little favorite flavorings. And when you get up in the morning, you fry that thing, man, it's going to taste so good, man. Hey, Bobby G, thank you for joining us, man. Clayton Mary, I see that. He's here. Mario Allegria Jr. says, hey, how good are the iPhones in Cebu? Well, they're the same iPhones, man. You realize China's just 3.5 to 4 hours away from here. Hey, LA, Detroit, good to see you, brother. Ron Bizzle, thanks for that super chat. He said, keep doing the good work, brother. Pay it forward. Thank you. I will, man. We want to thank, I forgot. Before I announce it, I got to remember who this was, but me and John went out to dinner with our girlfriends Friday night. Winchell 2002 says, are you mourning Aquino's death? I am, because it seems like I know him, even though I don't. Because I was here in the Philippines when he was elected, man. Excitement was high, and he really did a lot for this economy, man. I don't know a whole lot about politics, man, but I know that from 2010 to now, it's a new Philippines, man, prior to the pandemic. I'm talking about it was prosperity over here, man. And I have to give him that credit. He started that. Okay, Mike D said you can cure it yourself up to 14 days in the salts and nitrites. He said you can use celery salt too. Yeah, we just do it overnight, man, and she fries it up, man. It just tastes like regular bacon, man. It's delicious, man. I mean it. Okay, thanks, Mario Allegria Jr. Allegria. He said, good to see you. He said, missed you. I'm getting operation on my hernia this week. Oh, man. Hey, Mo, he says, hey, Calvin, greetings from Connecticut. Much appreciate your work to help improve the lives of others in the Philippines. Thank you, brother. I tell people all the time, man, somebody did it for me. I'm paying it forward. Sperling Air was another Connecticut brother in the house. Mario Allegra says, is Philippines officially open? No, it's not. Now, if you have an existing visa, a valid visa, yes. If you're married to a Filipina, you can come here now as a valid buying visa. They'll stamp your passport good for a year. And then you visa free for the first year, which is good. Frank Ellis says, man, I'm still pissed at these simps sending women money and being taken for a ride. What the hell? See, I want to talk about that, man, because all that is, let me tell you guys something. It's a difference between helping somebody and corrupting somebody. It doesn't take a fraction of the money that you have to spend to spoil a woman in America to spoil your woman here. But we're bringing that American and Western thinking over here, man. You're giving these women the same amount of money you're giving somebody in America, man. You can't do that. It's lifetime money, man. And you're going to corrupt her. You're going to ruin her. She's used to earning, 5,000 pesos a month. I mean, somebody just bought Annie a brand new motorcycle, man. Like, really? 70,000, 80,000 peso motorcycle. I mean, it's okay, guys, to help somebody, man. But when you give them that kind of money, man, you can't do it. You don't have to do that. It's not necessary. It doesn't take that amount of money to spoil a Filipina as it does over there. I mean, I give my wife, she lives a life she never even knew existed right now. All right. And man, I've been a fraction of what you guys are doing, man. I mean, yeah, Mike C says people are bringing the matrix mentality to the Philippines. And see, don't blame the Filipino, man. You got to blame yourself. We're the one, the reputation, especially Americans, man. We got reputation, man. We're suckers, man. We're marked as marks over here now. One of the guys who was getting harassed on my Facebook, he said, man, they think that he said this. I didn't. He said, they're asking him for money. He said, they must think that black men are stupid and just give away our money now to anybody. I said, well, it's not just black men, it's everybody, man. But we are to blame for that. Hey, John Kennedy, thanks for that super sticker. I really appreciate that, man. Any super sticker, super chat, thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up, guys. The just all the kindness, generosity, support. But listen, guys, you can't send a woman over here millions of pesos, man. That's what we're doing without ever seeing her. Remember the unspoken agreement I told you about? Okay, look, how can a woman over here uphold to her part of the agreement if you're still 8,000 miles away? There's nothing wrong with taking care of your woman, but you're upholding your part over there by sending the money. She can't uphold her part because you're not here, man. Don't do that. Wow. I mean, yeah, Jacob Tanjay says, guys, pump the brakes. Don't do it. It's okay to help somebody if you want to help somebody, but that's not helping somebody. You're giving women one of those stories. All these stories are true, man. I have nothing gained from that. I would never tell you that story. I don't want to exploit anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. 2.5 million pesos, man. Come on. In about 7 months, she will never earn that in her entire life. And now she lost interest, if she ever had any interest in the guy. She's like, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I sell this damn land you bought for me. You know, that's just how it is, guys. I tell you over and over and over again, it doesn't matter. Remember, I'm not preaching to you. I'm giving you my experience. I'm giving you my boots on the ground experience. What I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. When you send money over here to these women, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. You're going to corrupt them, man. You're going to turn good women into bad women. What happens when you stop sending money? Now she's got to go back to that job earning 250 pesos a day. She's not going to like it, man. Mr. Vega said, if you're 8,000 miles away, she's not your woman. She is an expensive pen pal. Exactly right. And not only that, when the guy I told you about, he says, hey, if y'all don't believe me, go back on one of my videos. I'll tell you the types of women you don't want food with in the Philippines. Well, and one of them was if she's under the red flags, if she's under 30 years old and has 4 children or more, you got to throw that back in, man. This guy is letting this woman, she's 28. He's 63, by the way. But so what? I told him, your choices, you got a whole lot better choices over here. She's got 4 kids. Anything he says, she wants to dump him. Well, let her dump you, brother, because you've given her more. And he says, oh, well, her lover left her. You think she left her? I promise you, he hasn't. He's spending your money. Okay? Zorba Dundee says, what's the average income in the Philippines per month, Calvin? The average is $250 a month. But listen, guys, they're taking the highest of the high salaries and mixing it in with nothing, because that's the low to come up with that 250. Most of the people you're going to meet over here, they're not earning anywhere near 12,500 pesos a month. Man, don't you know some nurses don't even earn that? All right, over here. But they've got a bill now. They're going to pay these nurses more money. Teachers and stuff like that, man. When you earn 12,500 over here, man, you in the middle class somewhere. You're approaching middle class. You're living good, man. They don't do it. And then you send a woman, some guy says, oh, well, I send her 200 to 300 a month. It ain't no big deal. Yeah, that's a big deal over here. And I'm not saying don't help people, remember, but we're corrupting them, guys. And we've earned this reputation as suckers, man, because they look at us. The new word is simps. Trust me, man. That's why. Hey, Carl Schwartz, he says, an IT professional with 20 years experience in Manila makes maybe $1,500 a month. And that's a lot, man. I've got a friend here and they're friends of, it's one of my girlfriend's best friends. Her living partner's a police. He's got over 25 years on the force, man. He's big up there. He earns about 70,000 pesos a month. After 25 years or more in the police force, man, that gives you an idea, guys, of what they're making, man. But why What incentive do these women have to work if you're sending them that kind of money, man, over here, man? Now the woman wants to borrow $250,000 more from that guy. And he asked me what do I think? I'm never going to get in the middle of that, brother. You know what to do. That's your money. After all this happened and you asking me, should you send her $250,000, man, I can't help you, man. So she can buy a house. You've already spent $1.6 million for land over here. Come on, guys. I can't help you, man, after the fact. But I will say this. Stop bringing that Western thinking over here. The Philippines is not Europe. It's not America. It's not Australia and New Zealand. It's the Philippines, man. You got to get on board here, man, or you're going to be taken for a ride, man. I'm going to tell you. Oh, man. Destination Unknown TV says it best. He says, whatever you start, you will have to continue off the rip. And this is true. But the easiest way to vet a woman over here is just don't send her money. Don't, they're surviving over here, man. Assure her that, hey, I'm going to do my part once I get there. But right now, no, I'm not sending you any money, And stop with all this, oh, she doesn't ask me for anything. Damn it, she's not going to ask you. That's the unspoken agreement, okay? There's two reasons for that. A real Filipina is not going to ask you for money. They're proud people, man. They're not going to ask you for a dime. The genuine Filipina's not. But second, it's the unspoken agreement, guys. Remember, okay? They're never going to ask you, but they expect you to send the money, expect them to take care of you. But they can't uphold their part if you're 8,000 miles away. So just cool your heels, man, and say, look, I'm going to take care of you, good care of you once I get there, but I don't know you right now. I'm not sending you nothing. And we keep blaming the Filipina. We can't blame her anymore. You got to blame yourself, man. Nobody tell, what you think? She's going to, like I told John about Annie. He's trying to protect Annie. I said, look, did she turn that money down? No. And no Filipino, no human being is going to turn down that kind of money. He's trying to take. I said, man, they're corrupting that young girl. Now she's got a brand new motorcycle. Some other man sending her $10,000 a month. Somebody else is sending her this. I feel I was tricked. I think John knew, because he's real good friends with them people. I think he set me up to put that little girl on here so she could get, because he knew that money was going to start flowing into there. But hey, that's just what it is. It is what it is, guys, but you don't have to do it, man, I promise you don't. Okay. Our worker came back today. That's great news. Because we're happy about it. She just showed up last week as if she never left. And I'm thrilled because she's great, man. She's great for the family. It's my girlfriend's mother. She had left for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, man. But she's back, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm thrilled because, she keeps this place so clean, man. You can eat off the floor. She gets up early like me, makes the water for my coffee, man. She does it all, man. Oh, yeah. Eric Ocheen says, just hard to know, especially during the pandemic and the years I already have in with her. See, that's another thing, man. This pandemic love, guys, it's women online who never went online before. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but most Filipinos, man, they don't want a foreigner for real. They want a Filipino man. That's who they go to bed dream about at night. So you really have to, we've got a small percentage, and it's even gets smaller when you're online because you're only going to be chatting with 3 or 4 or 5 women, maybe, that out of all these millions of women, Yeah, Mr. Biloxi Farman, he says, blame the dumb foreigners who don't listen to advice and constantly send money and then bitch when they get burnt. And see, that's the fact. The reputation we earn as suckers now, we've earned it, man. I promise you. And, and it's never going to go back because for some reason, we think that we have to take care of them. It's our obligation. We don't, man. They've got a lifestyle over here that they're comfortable with. Will you be comfortable with it? No, but they're comfortable with it. But all of a sudden, you show up as Mr., Captain Save-A-Hole, and you send a woman 132,000 pesos. What in the world would you do that for? I mean, come on, guys. There's no honey pot worth that. That's for sure. But they're not going to turn it down either. Hey, Juan Diaz, good to see you, man. Cal Deadman, you got anything to say today? He's been on my case. Ron Bizzle, retired 2019. What's going on? Yeah, guys, the parks, the beaches, and the resorts, they reopened today. There was a big holiday, a big Catholic holiday in San Carlos City. We call it the San Juan holiday. Normally, everybody's at the parks, the beaches, the resorts, but because of the COVID and to prevent mass gatherings, the governor here, he shut everything down, but it's open today. So we're going to go to the park later after I leave Ricky and Violet's house, and we're going to, I bought those books, man. I tell you what, that's going to be something, man. Zhao Bao, is that how you pronounce that? He says, look for Filipinos who have been screwed over by a local guy. They will show you some respect. Well, a lot of the women that you see online, that's why they've chosen to get online. They'll give you that spiel, oh, I'm tired of Filipino men. I want to try something different. And a lot of times it's true, because they've had their hearts broken. But I wouldn't buy that, man. You guys are smart enough, man. You guys you're successful in your career, your professional career. You retired from the military, the post office. Come on, man. College degrees. Why do we throw all of that out the window on our way over here when we see this little sweet, innocent looking woman, man? Did y'all take my advice and go and watch Murder in the Philippines? His mother said that. She said she just looks so beautiful. She looks so sweet. I never would imagine that she would have killed my son. Guys, that's what it's like over here. You cannot look at that woman online, man. You can't read her online. But you can read her over here. I promise you. It's easy to do. Hey, Cal, that's what you pay me to do. Still trying to come up with a way to go to a commercial break when I put you in timeout. Maybe we'll do a split screen, Cal. Hey, John, he said sorry he's late. I think you will. See, they do that over here. They bless. State says Hector, the whole protector. E40, yeah. That's crazy. Mike D said Poon platoon rose up with weapons of mass destruction. Paul Smith said Filipino men considered attractive compared to Western men. Well, they're considered attractive, man. They've got, come on, guys, these are human beings. They didn't come from alien. Man, they got Coco Martin. They've got Daniel Padilla. They've got a bunch of guys like that over here, man. And then you got the regular guys in the masses that look like that. They just aren't famous. Of course. Then you got the PBA stars. You got the politicians. Man, look, we got competition over here, man, and they've got the advantage. They're Filipinos. They speak the language. They understand the culture. They live the culture. Yeah. Of course, yeah, and remember, let me remind you, I'm the one who broke this story. Western women are now coming over here from America, Canada, Australia, snatching up these Filipino men, taking them back, man, okay? I broke that story because they get a pass. We don't get a pass. When we come over here, we're sex pets. You let a woman come over here from the West, I seen it with my own eyes. I used to see it for years, but I gave them a pass. I said, well, maybe they're missionaries. Maybe they're going to school, nursing school here, whatever it is. Environmentalists. No, they're over here chasing Mr. Teeny Weeny Peeny over here. Yeah. Yeah, and see K-pop stars like Magnolia State over here. He says they're big over here, man. And Mario B. Allegra says, yeah, they are. They're mostly they're womanizers. Yeah. See, remember I did on one of my videos, man. A lot of this stuff I'm gonna have to talk about again. Man, the only players over here is the Filipino man. He's the real player over here. It's not you. We take a lot of the blame for it, man. He's the one, man, okay? He knows how to handle these women over here. They love us because we're so easy. Man, you not only give them a new life with your money, you give them a new life with the things they're able to do with you. The freedom. It's really a whole new lifestyle you give them. Coral Steele said, Western women are crazy. Tell me about it, man. I've got 4 daughters, man. They're all 25, 24, 21, and 18, man. And I tell you what, they drive me crazy. They're the reason I'm here, man. Part of the reason. Because they drove me crazy, man, with their relationships, man. They're never satisfied, and I was like, man, all you are is 4 duplicates of your mother. Every week I'm over one of their house, breaking up an argument between them and the boyfriend or something. And see, you got to realize that Western men aren't the only foreigners over here either. And Zhao Bao says Japanese women used to go to Thailand and pick up guys because Japanese men aren't showing them enough attention. Japanese are over here. Koreans are over here. Chinese are over here. Yeah. Now, Chinese will very seldom would marry a Filipino, but Koreans and Japanese, yeah, they would date and marry Filipinos. See? Yeah, Zorba Dundee said PMS all year round, Calvin. I tell you what, you couldn't pour a Western woman on me. The woman I got right now, I promise you, I would not trade her for and all her money. Okay, because the day's going to come when Beyonce, that confrontation is going to be there, but that pushback is going to be there. I'm too old for that, guys. I don't want that anymore. I'm tired of coming home arguing and all that. I don't have to do that here. So, Hey, Hollywood, baby, thank you, man. He said, good to see you, Calvin. God has a purpose for all of us, and your calling is to be a testimony God's will be done. Thanks for all good deeds that you do. It's coming back to you tenfold. Thank you, man. It already is. I should be dead, Hollywood, baby. But because I'm over here helping people, I'm able to live, man. I promise you, if I was still in America, the big 3, I tell y'all, would get me. The thugs in my hood, the police, and the stress, man. Those are the big 3 for me. But because I'm over here helping people, man, I've been given a break. I'm able to live a little longer, man. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, he said Western women are unsalvageable. I'll tell you what, yeah, you can't recycle them, man. I cringe when I see them, man, on in these relationships on Facebook and stuff. I'm like, man, whose problem are you dating now? That's what I say to guys over there. Because you're dating somebody else's problem that they've gotten rid of, Hey, John Gomez, he said, I hear you, Cal. Yeah, man, it's true, man. I've been given a few extra years to live, man. Jeff Lay, what's going on? Yeah, Clayton Murray says we can learn a little something from how the Filipino men treat their women. Trouble is there's a language barrier. Yeah, but see, then you can learn something, the flip side. Watch how the Filipino woman treats her husband, treats a Filipino man, see? Then you'll see what you're dealing with over here, man. Some of this, man, some of these women, man, they should, and the Oscar goes to the Filipino, man. Some of them. But the overwhelming majority, guys, you're going to be happy with. My channel is to protect you from getting unlucky. It's not putting Filipinos down because they're still number one on my list. Number two, second behind my mother. All right, comes to Filipino, man, because you're not going to meet a better woman, but you better make sure you meet the right one. And the only way you're going to do that is get over here, take your time, because the best of the best is here, but the worst of the worst is here too, man. South Africa says, where in the U.S. are you from? I'm from Kentucky. I was born in Lexington, Kentucky, raised in Louisville, Kentucky, city of the big three, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Muhammad Ali, and me. Hey, Buffalo Dan says, I've been divorced from my first wife of 13 years for 4 years, a black woman. She is absolutely 100 pissed I moved on and got remarried. Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what. The real Dan Steele says Western women taking all the kuyas back to the States is a win-win. Gets them off our backs while reducing the competition. Yeah. But she's got, and then, a lot of Western women over there, man, a lot of them, not all of them, man, they're tired of the pressure we're bringing, so they come over here and get Mr. Teeny Weeny Peeny. They like that, and plus they can control him, and they control freaks over there. That's why I had to divorce my wife for 18 years. I'm like, I can't deal with this nut anymore. Texas Zoe says, hell, send those dudes over here to Divide. I got plenty of girls over here. It is, man. You're not going to be situated. You're not going to be disappointed when you get over here, man. But it's just, like I said, you trying to shoot a turkey from 8,000 miles away. Come on, guys. Yeah, Texas is always saying, come on, man, this ain't rocket science. That's right, but that's what we're doing. We're overthinking this Philippines, man, and you don't have to do that. Jeff Lay said, I was afraid some idiot would corrupt Sweet Annie. Yeah, not just one, but several. They've corrupted the girl. She'll never go back to being the regular Annie. See, when you send money like that to women like that, here's the thing. You paint them in a corner. Now they have to deal with a foreigner now. They can't go back to living the Filipino life, man. They're going to be miserable. Imagine, you send a woman enough money to buy a brand new motorcycle cash. She's got that. You're sending all this money every month. Now she goes to Mr. Teeny Weeny Peeny, and he's bringing home 5,000 pesos a month. There's not enough love in the world can save that. I'm sorry, guys. Texas is all you're funny, man. Eves Gabriel says, Mr. Calvin, you're right. Don't send money. You don't have to, guys. It's okay to help somebody. There's a difference between helping somebody and corrupting somebody. When you get over here and you meet that Filipina, take care of her, man. Take good care of her because she's going to take good care of you. But don't be a fool, man. I don't get it, man. I'm glad I don't have that kind of money to send over here. And I never did, really. But to think you can send a woman hundreds of thousands of pesos over here and everything, she's going to turn out okay, man. You crazy. Because first thing she's going to do is she's going to rally up the troops, her friends, start taking them out. Man, they love to party over here, man. That's what's the first thing they're going to do. Then they're going to find them a Filipino boyfriend, see, and giving you the sweet, nothings online while he's over here enjoying the fruits of your labor, man. Don't do it, man. If you're going to send us some money, man, send 1,000 pesos, 1,500, something like that, man, every now and then. Man, don't be sending no millions of pesos over here. Then you're going to get mad. Clayton Merritt, Mr. Teeny Weeny Peeny. Yeah, this is new language to me, Mr. Calvin. Now, you saw my video, man, the size matter over here. Hey, Eve Gabriel says, I saw that documentary, scary. Yeah, it's scary, man, because Look at this guy, man. He's an innocent victim, man. He did everything right, you know, but he made one mistake, man. You cannot save these bar girls, man. I'm sorry, man. They chosen that life. They've gotten too deep in there. You cannot save them, man. And that's his first mistake. But everything else he did right, man. He gave this young girl, he tried to rescue her from just a life of misery. Gave her a life she never even dreamed about, better than the best she ever had. You know, gave her family, you know, was able to help the family, built them the only brick house in their village, bought a boat, did everything, man, you're supposed to do. You know, and he was young, man. He just chose the wrong one, man. She got smart and decided, hey, I'm gonna kill this guy. You know, I told him after me and my girlfriend watched that, I said, look, let me tell you something. This little $20,000 this little $20,000 house we're building, you can have that. Don't kill me for that. Okay? You can have it. I don't care if you find another man. Just kick me out. I'm on my way. But that's yours. Don't kill me for that. Okay? And I was serious. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. You watch that thing. The mother, man, was so heartbroken. But she said, I never would imagine in a million years she would kill my son. You know. And this lady, she didn't stop until that's a Western woman. See, she was like, I don't give a damn. She bought these people over here. She put pressure on the police department. Y'all gonna find out who killed my son. See? Hey, Retard 2019, he said, Calvin, the guys who send money are the same guys who can't get a woman in the States. Well, it's not only that, man, but it's like we feel an obligation to save these women, to take care of them, man. When the obligation's not there, guys, it doesn't have to be there. Just assure the woman that, hey, if our relationship works out and you who you say you are, I'm going to take good care of you. But I'm not going to do it in advance because you're not going to do anything for me in advance. It's an unspoken agreement. She cannot uphold her part of the agreement being 8,000 miles away, guys. You fooling yourself. Wow, Overtender says 113 degrees Fahrenheit in Northern California today. Hope you're staying cool, Johnny Calvin. So Vanessa and Annie both turned back. Well, we corrupted them. They're not really bad. They're accepting donations. They're accepting money from men, And I think I was tricked. I was tricked on all four cases, because I said, well, okay, I thought it was about meeting somebody. It was never about meeting anybody with all four of those. Okay, I'm going on record and say that I was fooled. Cal said I pay him 1 peso per message. Keep them coming. No, I give you a raise. You get 2 pesos now. But yeah, these women were never on my interview to meet a foreigner. That was never the case. All right. Eve Gabriel said, Miss Calvin, if I don't see them face to face, it's a no-go. You're going to find and meet some of the most unbelievable women when you finally make it over here, man. It's just so hard to do that online. I don't have anything against, meeting people online. I met my wife online. I met my son's mother online. I've met women online before. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you send them just huge amounts of money, guys, I can't say it enough. You can't. It's not going to turn out well. Winchell says another vlogger told a story about a foreigner who was sleeping in a separate bedroom and went to the bathroom one night, and the Filipino Uber driver walked out of her bedroom. Yeah, you're going to see that, man. Most of those women that y'all chatting with, because remember, there's millions of women over here. There's a choice few on there. A lot of the ones you're chatting with, they've got boyfriends over here, and the boyfriend doesn't care. See, because you're doing something he can't do. You're bringing in thousands of pesos every month, man. I promise you, man. Luke Big says, I think there are good Filipinos looking for the right guy and not focused on money. But the guy using the money to get the girl will not help him keep the girl. Yeah, see, that's what I've been saying. The overwhelming majority, man, of Filipinos are good women. They're not going to ask you for money, but there's an unspoken agreement there. Okay, let me get my electric bill, guys. Hold on. Well, my bill went down 400 pesos from last month. And that's a good sign because I'm going to tell you, man, the electric over here is high. That's one of the things that's high, but it's still about half of what I was paying at home, or maybe a third. But see, we've got to run that air conditioner for my daughter. And it is the summer month here, man. Bobby G says that everyone, you will use up everything you got trying to give everybody what they want. See, that's a great saying, Bobby, because you really don't know the woman. You think sending her money is going to make her happy. You don't know what makes her happy, you know. But you're going to ruin her because she'll never be able to go back to her regular life again. In the event that your relationship doesn't work out, she's going to have to look and search for another foreigner and hope that he's able to keep up what you're doing. You know, that's the only problem about coming over here, meeting women for 2 weeks and going back. It's because you're going to show her life, man. A lot of these women never experience air conditioning unless it's in the mall. They've never slept on a real mattress unless they've stayed in a hotel. No hot showers, no good meals consistently every day. And you're going to do that for 2 weeks and you're going to leave. See, especially if she's with you every single day. The real Dan still says, I think I'll be safe once she takes a ride on the Texas jackhammer. She'll forget about the money. Yeah, that's what you think. They already know that's the unspoken agreement that she's going to work that jackhammer. Mike D says, you aren't doing well yourself. You can't truly help others. Give them the tools, not the cash. Well, in a woman's situation, I would try to find out who she is anyway before I start sending large amounts of money, because how do you know, like one of the women, let's see, two of the women, because I don't know the guy who spent 10 million, I don't know her education level. But the other two women, the guy that sent 132,000, then the other one that spent 2.5 million, these women only finished high school, if that. You cannot put that kind of money in a woman's hand over here, man. Education is very, very important over here. And a lot of the women you meet, include my woman in there, my wife, they graduated from college. Okay? It's a big difference between a woman who graduated from college and one who didn't. You give a woman 2.5 million who hasn't graduated from college, and you're headed for trouble, man. She's having parties. She's doing everything, man. Joe San Augustin says, my power bill in Pampanga went up this month. The power company increased the kWh during the hot months. Yeah. He said, my bill was 9,000 up to 15,000. Crazy. My bill was cheaper when I lived in Texas. Yeah, see, you're right. My man went up too. Let me see what I burned this time. 381. Man. And my bill's 5,026 pesos and 0.79. Last month it was 5,400. It's going down because we cut the other one off in here. The room's just too big. Clayton Murray says, There ain't no going back after experiencing the Texas Jack. Yeah, Curtis Sports, he said $300 electric bill, that's pretty steep. When you go up there in Luzon and places like that and you burning 3 and 4 air conditioners, it's easy to do. We got one, and my bill sold 5,000 pesos. Let me see what that'll be. Because let me give y'all the exchange rate today. Exchange rate today is 48.55. So let me show y'all. My bill is 5,026 divided by 48.55. Okay, it's $103.52 this month. Hey, thank you, Eves Gabriel, for that super chat. He said, Mr. Calvin, do you think that some of these men that are spending all their money is looking for love or buying a Filipino? Both. See, they think that they have to buy the woman. You do not have to buy these women. They're not for sale. If a Filipino loves you, man, I don't care if you got 1 peso or 1,000,000 pesos, she's going to love you. But this is just our Western mindset. We think we can buy these women. We think that they're going to think more of us if we send them all that money. They really think less of you, because a lot of these Filipinos, man, they're proud. They're like, okay, if you try to give them money, they don't want it because they're saying, oh, there's something tied to that money. And they don't want that, see? They want to love you. They want real love. And they want to find you attractive. And they're going to look at your character. See, the women that have fallen in love with me, they fall in love with me for my character because I really don't have a whole lot. Yeah, I've got a lot compared to them, but not a whole lot. This guy's over here with a whole lot more money than me. But that's what you want, man. You want the Filipino that wants you, whether you got 1 peso or 1,000,000. And that's not hard to find over here. But we bring that mindset over here. Oh, I've got a buyer, but you don't. Hey, friends. Paseo Jr., he thanks for the super chat. He said, Calvin, these stories are mind-blowing to me. How can a guy send so much money to a girl you never met in person? Is beyond me. It's easy to do, friends. Yeah, to us, it seems impossible. But these women, they're unicorns. They're something that these guys, they're older, so they think that all my self-esteem is lower. And they see these young girls, and they think they have to bam. Because that's the mindset over in America. If you were a young woman over there, more likely it's pay to play. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is you don't have to spend a fraction of the money to pay to play over here as you do over there. But they're bringing the same sort of thinking over here. They'll say, well, it's $300. I spent $300 a month on my woman over there. But that's a fortune over here. Hell. But yeah, it happens all the time, more times than you like. These are the ones that's just telling me their stories, Franz. Okay. It's not, it's so many more. I guarantee you, if a man is chatting with a woman, he's sending her money, man. It's period. And I don't care who you are, you're sending money. Okay. Colin B says, hey, Calvin, I asked my girlfriend a magic question, the size matter and what song and dance. She said, yes. Her friends tease her about having a black boyfriend. I can only imagine that conversation. Yeah, it matters. I asked my girlfriend, yeah. And see, they say, here's what my girlfriend told me. She said, here's the reputation of white men. It's long, but the black man is strong. That's what she said. I didn't say that. Sam Champion said, Calvin, a lot of Filipinos often don't balance the needs in their lives versus the wants, whereas the needs should be first priority, but they put the wants as their first priority when they get the money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sam, imagine how easy it is when you're living on a budget of 5,000 pesos a month versus now you're getting 50,000. That's like, okay, say for instance, what's the average salary in America? Something like this. Let's say to make it simple, we'll say 5,000 a month. Now all of a sudden, your job is paying you 50,000 a month. Don't you think your lifestyle is going to change? Absolutely. You're going to go out and get a new car. You're going to go out and get jewelry. You may buy some property. You're going to start doing things that you're not doing now because you don't have it. It's the same over here, man. We corrupt these women. Eric Ochian says, so what's the balance? I'm there on vacation. I don't want to rough it. Call me spoiled, but I'm not going to enjoy myself sleeping on. No, that's not what we're saying. We're not saying deny yourself. I'm telling you, Eric, what you're going to do when you meet this woman and you take her on this magic carpet ride for 2 to 3 weeks. She's never going to be the same. I'm not saying when you come over here, man, you bring as much money as you can afford. Stay as long as you possibly can. There's nothing like come to the Philippines the first time. But I'm just telling you the results of your actions are going to have some consequences in her life. Not yours, hers. Yeah, they've hit the jackpot. Mr. Biloxi Farmer says 2.5 million in the Philippines is like giving an American lady 60 to 80 million. That's right. See, people don't understand that, Mr. Biloxi Farmer. I tried to explain that to him before. They don't believe me. He had 200,000. It's like 4 million. Guys are being crazy. Yeah. See, when you think in terms of giving a Filipino some money, listen, guys, it's like it's peso to the dollar. So, 1,000 pesos, you give a woman 1,000 pesos over here, it's like giving an American woman 1,000 pesos. I'm not talking about the exchange rate. I'm talking about the mindset, the budgeting and all of that, guys. The cost of living and when you mix all that in, you can't send a woman 1,000 over here, man. It's like giving a woman in America 100,000. You can't do it, man. You have to realize that. So you don't think that 1,000, man, okay, go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page, okay? This is where we do all our giveaways. The Electronic Community Pantry, the 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway every Friday. And look at all those people under there just for 1,000 pesos. Hoping, Mr. Calvin, praying, Mr. Calvin. And I'm not putting them down. I'm just telling you guys, 1,000 pesos over here is a lot of money right now. You don't have to send a woman no 50,000 pesos, 15,000 pesos, man. Send her 1,000 pesos every week. She's going to be happy as hell, But it's your money, man. I'm telling you, I'm boots on the ground over here. I'm living over here. Telling you that 1,000 pesos over here, you give it to her every week, every Friday, she's going to be happy as a lark. You don't have to send her 10,000 a week, 15,000 a week. Yeah, Frank Ellis, the mentality change. Retired 29 says, Calvin, I used to be a simp, but I'm a new man and I put myself first. I tell you what, build your world, man, and then stick her right in the middle of it. Stop making it about the woman, man. She's not making it about you. She's trying to build her world and put you in the middle of it. I'm just telling you the truth, man. Get established over here. If you coming over here for just 2 weeks, like Eric said, I'm coming here for 2 weeks, then you live extravagantly to your taste, to your budget, and then you bring the woman in there, and then, let bygones be bygones, man, but hell. Tim Johnson says, I love Donna Faye and Din Din. Yeah, Donna's a good woman, especially Din Din. Man, she's innocent in all this. But, be careful, Tim, until you get over here. You don't know who you're dealing with, man. I was fooled too, thinking that you know people, man. You don't know people, and you certainly don't know them online. So, but everybody wants to be the exception. Well, my girl's different. I'm smarter than you, Calvin. I know what I'm doing. Okay, well, I'm seeing her over here screwing her Filipino boyfriend while you sitting over here thinking, she's good, Because everybody has sent money. If you chatting with a woman, you sending money, If you're not, then you really the exception, but that doesn't mean anything. It just means that the rule is correct. If you are chatting with a Filipino, you sending money, all right? So, you might as well swallow your ego, throw it out the window. I know what I'm talking about. Frank Ellis says, I wonder if these guys are listening to you, Calvin. Probably not, because it makes us feel good when we send money. So, and it becomes addicting. So whatever makes you feel good, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it over and over and over, And then she might show you something, and then when she shows you something, you really going to go crazy. Yeah, Tim, I hear you. But how many times do I get that on my, my channel, and I'm not saying anything, I wish you the best, but in my situation, listen, here's what I'm telling. Like I told the guy who was dating the 28-year-old with 4 children, I said, you got better options, man. I don't understand why you would want to come over and date a woman with 4 or 5 children. Why would you do that? I mean, I don't understand it, guys. Your self-esteem couldn't be that low. The woman could not be that good looking, man. I don't care, man. You can't. I won't do it. That's too many. That's a red flag, especially over here, man, where marriage and all of that commitment is very, very important. And then you come over here and you with a woman that's got 4 or 5 kids, 3 baby daddies, man. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you, but yeah. Everin Brown said desperation kills. I don't know what it is, Everin, but it makes us feel good to send money, so we do it. And we do it over and over and over and over because it makes us feel good. Hey, Patrick again, he said, Mahayam Buntak from Paducah. Oh, man, I got some friends in Paducah. I'll keep them anonymous, but I went to Paducah. They invited me to Paducah one time. And we rode up that Western Kentucky Parkway, man. That's a long way. Paul M says, I'm going to turn my bank account over to a woman because she showed her breast to me. These men are insane, yeah. But see, now that's the thing with the new, these scammers they're not even scammers. They're beggars and panhandlers. They've gotten sophisticated now. That's the game now. I'm going to get naked in front of the camera for you if you send me 4,000 or 5,000 pesos. And see, because the guy who sent the woman $2.5 million, he's doing that, and some guys like that. One guy said, hey, Calvin, this is our strip club. So they don't, that's the way they look at it. I can't knock them for that. Yeah, Tim, he said, no, see, guys, I'm listening to Calvin. I'm the firm believer that there are many, but not all that want my money. No, not all of them, but they do want your money. They're just not going to ask you for it, Tim. There's a reason they want to, listen to me carefully. There's a reason that they want to date and marry a foreigner, okay? It's not because you look good. There's men over here, like I said before, Daniel Padilla, Coco Martin, many guys, okay, over here that look good. Right here in the hood that they could have for love, who have a whole lot more in common with them, who like to eat shrimp paste and dried fish with them and eat rice with their hands, okay? They would rather have that. They're coming to you for money and a better life, okay? Don't be fooled about that. Will it turn into love? Absolutely, it will. If y'all, compatible. But don't get on here with that stuff, man. Don't fool yourself, man. Oh, yeah, JH said, Calvin, dating a woman in the Philippines with multiple Gary daddies extremely reduces your chance to ever marry and move the girl and children. You just got better choices. Don't bring your thinking over here, man. You're going to lose, man, if you're going to bring your thinking over here. If you're going to bring that same thinking over here, right now is a chance for you to learn as much as you can about the culture, about the Philippines, about the woman you're chatting with, about everything, man. Now, so when you come over here, you're better prepared. Okay. But the first thing is to change your thinking. They don't think the same over here as they do over there. All right. Colin B says, I met my girlfriend in 2015 in Rio. You know, okay, well, see, that says it all right there. He said, got to know her and her family. I still send money, but within limits. You're right. Make sure you meet her, get to know her and her situation. And see, you're never going to know the situation till you come over. You see how you look at this background here. A lot of times when you're chatting with these women, all you see is a background. You don't really see her situation. You don't really understand the desperation and the hardships and everything that these women that you're talking to are going through. You're only going to understand it when you get over here, man. Some of you are literally going to take these women from the mud. There's a real Philippines over here that I can't even deal with. I probably couldn't stay one day. And I've been over here for 12 years, on and off 12 years. You have to come over here so you can understand more who this woman is you're talking to and why she says the things she's saying, you know. Because you're going to come over here and you're going to go see the family. It's going to be the dirt floor. And I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just telling you reality. It's going to be the dirt floor. It's going to be the Kubo or the squatters area like over there. Because those are the ones who are online. Those are the ones who want you. You know, they live in the province, you know, there's no running water. Like when I met my son's mother, they live in Lanas, Naga City, Cebu, way like 3 or 4 kilometers up the mountain, guys. Okay. No running water. They have to go way away to get water to drink. You know, they wash clothes they got like a little river there, but drinking water and cooking water, they got to go a far away to get it. They just recently got electricity. See, but when you go and you see this stuff, and now you understand you now. I see where you coming from, but just being online, man, you fooling yourself. You know, you're gonna fool yourself. Roy Jones said, I look good for an old man. Yeah, you do. Buffalo Dan says, it's an equal deal. You give them a better life, they tune you up. Yeah, you know, some men are so smart, man, and I'm not there yet. I met a guy in the barbershop one time. He was in the Nation of Islam. I can't remember his name. He was like 65 years old. He said, Calvin, a lot of times when these older men get with these young women, they don't care what the woman, whether the woman loves them or not, where their mind is or not, just take care of the Johnson. And some men are at that point in their life, man. And you know, you can't fault them for that. You can't harm them from that. I wish I was there. I'm not there yet. I still want a woman to want me for me and all that old crazy stuff. But some men have gotten to the point where I don't care what you do. I don't care whether you love me or not. Just take care of me. Just tune me up. Give me the Filipino tune up. You know. Yeah, John Wells said, Roy Jones, you even be more handsome here. Yeah, they're going to give him the Filipino makeover. We all get it, guys. You know, look at my video. Y'all think that's funny, but it's true. You get over here, you're going to look nicer. You're going to look younger. Oh, you're 53. I thought you was 46. You know, you're going to get all of that. You know, oh, he's so guapo. You take him around the friends. Oh, he's guapo. And, you know, and they psych you up, you know. And the next thing you know, you pulling out your wallet. Hollywood Baby said, hey, Calvin, would it be a problem with the girl? You don't want to meet the family right away. That's not something we Americans do in the first few dates. No, she don't have a problem with it, but she wants you to meet them because it's like her, it's like a protection blanket. See, she needs some witnesses to see who she's with, you know, because that's what they do. A lot of times they'll bring somebody to the airport with them or something like that. because they want, that's their protection. That's like a level of protection. So, hey, come on over and meet the family. Meeting the family is no big deal, though, Hollywood baby. Because they're going to treat you like a king. Jacob Tanjay says, yeah, you can't get the tuna 15,000 miles away. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. She can't uphold to her part agreement. But back to you, Hollywood baby, it's no big deal. But it's part of their culture. You really going to disrespect a woman if you don't want to just go there. At least just go there for one day. I've got a video I made a long time ago. It's called, how to make a Filipino fall in love with you or something like that. And one of them is, want to meet the family. And that's the only time you really going to spend any money, because $100 a day over here is really all you need on your vacation. That's a lot of money over here, by the way. And the only time you're going to spend a little bit more of that when you go to meet the family, you buy a lechon, it's about $80. Then you buy the beer, Coke, and stuff like that. You may end up out of $200, but that's it. You meet them the first or second day, and then that's over, man. They just want to know, hey, who the guy is that's with our daughter, man, because, man, family ties are strong over here, man. You won't get away with it. It's really going to be a slap in the face, man, if you don't want to meet her family, man. You got to do it, man. Retired 2019 says, Calvin, does your woman call you daddy? Now, no woman I've ever dealt with, it's always hun or honey. And they started that, and I did. It's become a habit to me. Sam Champion says this. He says, guys, keep in mind when you marry a Filipino, you also marry the family. Get to know what their situation is before making a decision, because when her family's out of money, it gets to her. That's true. But I'm going to put another spin to that. Most of the women you're dealing with, they are the money. They're the breadwinners in the family. So you're going to take the breadwinner out of the family. You're going to have to replace that money, man. Either let her do it or you're going to do it. My son's mother, she was earning about 7,000 pesos a month when I met her back in 2010. I made her quit her job. Hey, I gave them that money back. That's the least you can do. But, she's going to take care of her family no matter what. I don't care what you say. She's going to do it. So you might as well, encourage her to do it, because otherwise she's going to start going behind your back doing it. You don't want that, guys. You don't want that, because, Filipino doesn't want to do that, but she's going to take care of her family, okay? Yeah, David. They also do that so you trust them. Meet my mom, yeah. Thank you, David, for that. Yeah, so Hollywood baby, I know it's not something we do, but it's something they do over here. And remember, you in Rome do as Romans do. It's no big deal. You're going to look so much better in her eyes. And because that's really what you want. If you really want everything that you got coming from that Filipino tune-up, meet the family, man. Yeah, Gurkha Nan says, usually the man's ego that is root of the problem. Yeah, either over here or over there, it's the same. You're right. We just refuse to swallow our pride, Gurkha Nan. I just said that maybe 30 minutes ago. But sometimes you're going to have to do that when you get over here, man. Just swallow your pride, man. Accord still says, be careful when they love bomb you. That's easy for me to say right here talking to you guys, because you've never had that Filipino tune-up. And when you get it for the first time, oh my God, man, there's nothing better, man. She's a young girl with this creamy skin, soft skin, man. And, it just says, there, I'm yours. Do with me what you please. Anything, and we fall prey to that. So, Cord Steel, you're right, man. I mean, something that it's easy for me to talk about, but that's the first test that you're going to have to pass. If you can pass that test, which very few of us have been able to do, you probably got a chance. Otherwise, only thing gonna save you is if she's a good woman, because that's what saves us over here. They said, Calvin, aren't you worrying about over there? I said, no, the only thing, I've made every mistake that you can make over here. And the only thing that saved me is the Filipino people that are just so good, man. They're just so honest. Otherwise, man, they could take us for everything we got over here. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, are there any American men who are living a single life in the Philippines? Absolutely. I met a gentleman from LA. I met him at Ayala Mall in Cebu. And he said, hey, I tried the girlfriend thing. It don't work for me. So I live over here. He didn't tell me where, but he's renting a condominium. He said he loves it now. He says he dates when he wants to date. He said, but dealing with the families to him was just too much. He met one, I guess, where, families always asking and stuff like that. He said it just didn't work. But yeah, it's a lot of them 2019. LA Rock says they are the softest women on the planet with the smallest Xbox ever. My God, yeah. It's something, man, that once you experience that, if you're able to walk away from there with your faculty still in check, you may have a chance. And, Core still says not all of them LA. Yeah, a lot of you guys want these province women. I'm telling you about these province women, man. They're a lot more harder, and than these city women. That's the only thing about province women that I don't like, because a lot of times they're taking their baths in the river. Their skin gets hard. It gets these, rashes and stuff on them. Because I met a woman before, man. I mean, she was beautiful, man, a beautiful body and everything. But I couldn't get past that. I couldn't get past the rashes all over. Every time I felt on her, I felt the rashes, and it comes from taking baths in that filthy river, But yeah, she was wife material, man. Other than that, hey, be honest, be open. Thanks for joining us, man. He said, peace and love, Cal. Nightly check-in. Thanks, man. But the majority of them, man, when you meet over here, it's the softest place on earth, man. And you're going to be satisfied. You can walk away from there with your faculties in check. That's why they say the Philippines, it's not just the woman, but that's part of it, why it's so addicting. When you come here, man, you're going to come back. I don't care who you are. Hey, everybody, get the thumbs up, man. It's 315 watching, 162. Y'all know that helps me. We got about 12 minutes left because I got to go with Ricky. We still got to do some things for him. Colin B says, oh, my God, I remember the field tune-up for the first time. I failed the test miserably. Luckily, I got a good one to this day. Yeah, see, that's what saved you and what saves a lot of us. Because it's good, man. It's about as good as you're going to get it. Roy Jones says, province girls are gritty. You can meet some good ones, but most of them, man, because they just, they live up there. They even look different. When you go to Cebu land, that's a province, mountain province, right outside Dumaguete. Man, they look different. The men especially just have this caveman sort of look because they're up there in the mountains. Yeah, LA Rock said facts about coming back. Yeah, you're going to come back. A guy from Austria told me that on my first visit here in 2009. I thought he was drunk. He said, man, you're going to get addicted to this place and you're going to come back over and over and over. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Within, let's see, that was April. Within 2 months, I was back. And I was coming every 2 months, man. All the way up until I came in 2018 to stay. Yeah, Winchell 2002 says one vlogger lives with 2 Filipinos, baby mama and her best friend. He's a nut. But see now, with this pandemic, man, anything's possible now. I wouldn't put anything past, if you say, Calvin, is it possible? Right now, yeah, anything's possible. Muhammad Haas says American killed in Cebu over woman. When was this, Muhammad? When did this happen? Hey, L.A. Rock. No. Who said that? Somebody said get us some Avino, Roy Jones. There it is. Oka Rob says, do you know the cuss words? There's only one cuss word, man. But you don't want to say it. I forgot the name of it. Damn. But you never want to say this word because it means like the devil and you're like cursing them, and people over here are very superstitious. I think of it. Okay, Arab. Okay, Arab. This is great right here. This guy says this. He says, Monroe Smith said, Calvin, I had a lot of trouble with those province girls, but I'm glad I found me a good Manila lady. Yeah, I did too. The one I was telling you about, she's stalking me now to this day. If I bring up my Gmail and put it on the screen, she's got a message there now. Oh, you black son of a gun. She's really on my case but we only spent 1 or 2 nights together, man, and I mean, they are, see, that's the thing about coming over and meeting these girls, man. You got to be careful, man. They latch on to you. It's all about commitment over here, man. And see, I didn't give her I've been over here long enough. I didn't give her no commitment. But they think if you sleep with her, man, that's a commitment, man. And oh, my God. So now her emails go straight to trash. But I had trouble with her, man. And I had to threaten. I said, look, you keep on writing me, I'm going to go to your police, to the police in your barangay. And she stopped for a few weeks, then started back. And I have to keep doing that. I'm going to bring charges. David Saban said, this is $1 million worth of game here. Listen to the advice. It's all bang on. Boots on the ground is a perfect name. But, I never, David, thank you, but I never professed to be a know-it-all or an expert on the Philippines. I just give y'all my boots on the ground experiences, guys, hoping you can relate to it, hoping it's going to help you, man, because I tell you what, I've been through the ringer, man. Everything I tell you about, I did. Hey, thanks, Cal Deadman, for the super chat. He said, Cal, I promise you 20,000 by August. You will exceed that by this month. Proud of you, man. Hey, thanks, Cal Deadman, man. I tell you what, whenever you get a channel, which I don't think you are, because, boy, you won't hold back. And I don't think you handle the trolls well. But, man, you'd have a hell of a channel, man. You and Freddie Sanders. Mr. Vega says, I think that's Overstate Road with the wife and girlfriend. I'm not a fan. He's a blowhard. I've never really watched the whole video of his. I wouldn't want that situation because I'm going to tell you guys, just, if you respect these women over here, just respect them, man. Respect the women, respect the culture when you're here, and you'll stay alive. If you come over here with some of the stuff you used to doing over there, man, it ain't going to end well. I promise you, man. It's not going to end well over here, man. Just I retired 2019. Said, Calvin, you took that woman to Pound Town and she fell in love. Yeah, I think so because the things I did, she never had done to her before. And she told me. And I mean, and see, that's what happens, guys. Yahweh. Texas to Zoe, thank you. Yahweh. Don't ever use that word over here, man. It's 2 words I say don't use. Yahweh, and then especially if you're in Mindanao, Abu Sayyaf. Don't ever say that when you're in Mindanao. I don't care if you're in northern Mindanao, especially southern Mindanao, because you just don't know the bad guys from the good guys. They slip right in, man. When I'm in Zamboanga, see, that's the first lesson I learned in Zamboanga. Don't ever say Abu Sayyaf. You can't even say the word, man. I mean, that's powerful. That's profound. Don't even let it leave your lips. I was like, wow. Yeah. Hey, Zul Jab, thank you so much for the super chat. Said coffee on me, brother. Zul Jab is the one with the tuxedo peel. It's real deal, guys. You know, I just don't take the stuff, but it's real. And it really works. I mean, my girlfriend said, wow, you know, I took her to Pound Town that night. Okay, Brian Nichols, he said he respects them. They together for a reason. Okay, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying if you come over here, guys, respect these women over here. I don't care if they're from the province, city, they got an education. If they don't, just respect them. And one of those ways is meet the family. Go on over and meet them, man. Buy them the lechon, buy them the beer, the Coke, and, bring them some chocolates and different things like that. Get a mother a couple of thousand when you leave, man. I promise, man, your trip is going to be a lot safer, man, and a lot more enjoyable if you do. Hey, Seth's Travel Vlogs, thanks for joining us. Are you from the province or the city, Seth? Let us know. And tell us what the difference is. She's a Filipina. She got a nice travel vlog. Her and her husband live a good life, man. A lot better than mine. Trust me. I mean, they really live good. In Darwin, I think she said they live. But tell us the difference. Will Shaw says, Calvin, what was scary about that documentary was the girl would not tell the truth to that guy's mother. But it was her own family that told that she arranged it. She continued to lie to the end. Yeah, see. But, the scary thing is, man, she looked so sweet, so innocent. And this guy just did the right thing. I felt so bad, man. I've never seen anything. I usually don't even get emotionally involved in that, man. But I got emotionally involved in that, man, because this guy, man, I mean, he was doing everything. He did everything right. And he didn't deserve to die. If you don't want to marry the man, then divorce him. But her thinking, because remember, she never, ever went to school, man. If you look at the video, they couldn't get married at the time because she couldn't read the vows. She couldn't read what she had to sign. So they had to wait till they got that situated. She thought that she wasn't going to get anything from the divorce. Yeah, you would have got something from the divorce. Now you got nothing but 40 years to life. She's been locked up for almost 20 years now. Zul Jab said my life will be drastically changed by the end of this year. And all of the tips from Calvin really help. So listen to him, everyone. That's all they are, Zul Jab. Just tips. That's all. Frank Ellis said, what documentary are you talking about, Calvin? It's on YouTube. It's called Murder in the Family. It's about a Filipina from Samar, of all places. And that's where this guy's, the one that I told you sent $132,000. She's from Samar, the poorest part of the Philippines. Now, then you got to be poor for that to be the poorest part of the Philippines. She was from Samar. She started working in Manila in these bars at 13. He met her at 17. And yeah. And once she got that money, even the family said it. She changed. She started looking down on everybody. But the man is who I'm talking about. He did everything right. Built the family the only brick house in all the village. Did everything. Bought the father a new fishing boat. The sorry store. He did everything, guys. And I'd be damned if she didn't kill him anyway, man. Because she thought, because he wanted a divorce, she wasn't going to get anything out of it, man. But yeah, guys, I got about 43 seconds. I want to thank everybody for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up. Just, coming on today, watching, man. I really, really appreciate it. Again, thank you for the help with Ricky, man, because he's a new man. But the miracle of that was he came to us. He said, look, the tricycle he had before, the pedicab it wasn't his. And it was beating him down to come up with that bounty every month. He said, could we buy him his own pedicab, man? I'll tell you, it was like a kid on Christmas Eve, man. If I would have had enough of battery on my phone, you see, he's a changed man. He will never go back. He came to us. He wants to work. He wants to be the man of the house, and we've taken him a long way to accomplishing that. And I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow, but then you're not gonna see a video on them maybe once a month, guys. I want to leave them alone, let them get on with their life, because I'd feel funny myself if some strangers coming over my house every day. Hey, LA Rock, thanks for that super chat. He said, Calvin, this is Scott LaRock. Okay, Cooking Adventures, my other channel. Oh, okay. Thanks, Scott LaRock. LaRock's cooking channel. Cooking Adventures, man. Check him out. He's legit, man. He's got his 1,000 subscribers and his watch time hours. That says a lot, man. He's got a cooking show. It's really nice, man. I just don't I don't have the patience to be a good cook. Hey, Gleason Baker, thanks for stopping by. Did JH, man, get in touch with Gleason Baker for me. Anybody in North Carolina who is an experienced traveler, Gleason Baker needs some advice on coming over here, traveling at all, because he's a newbie, man. He's a good guy, though. Help him. Winchell 2001 says, I saw a beachfront house for sale in Samar for $17,000. Yeah, this the poorest of the poor live there. So, be careful. A lot of the women who work in those bars in Manila, that's where they're from. They don't have any other choice, guys. So if you're in America, man, it's late, man. I hope you help somebody before you let your head hit the pillow. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's 11 o'clock a.m. We have the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out and find somebody to help, guys. People need our help. Thank y'all for all the help with Gail, with Donna, with baby Denise, with Ricky, with Violet. We're going to keep on helping people, man, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Yeah, we run Mel A. And check out that documentary, Murder in the Family. That's the nitty gritty, guys, that I can't give you. Take care, everybody.